Hey guys, it's Mackenzie from Girl Loves Glam here, and I am gonna be honest. I have never been more excited and more nervous about doing a video in my entire life. I have wanted to do this for about a year now, and it's a series that has just continued to come into my brain over and over and over again, and I kept putting it off. It's just one of those feelings I could not brush away, and it has like completely taken over my mind, and I cannot not be inspired by this. And so that it is this year's passion project for me. Each month I am going to be doing a makeup look that is inspired by a music album. And if you don't know me personally, then you probably don't know that just how obsessed with music I am. It has been a huge part of my life since I was about 11 years old. And when I first discovered music, and discovered music that wasn't just like mainstream music that I heard on the radio all the time, I was able to really discover bands, and going to concerts was a huge part of my life growing up, and it has continued to be that way throughout adulthood. And so music has just always played a huge inspirational part in my life. And the ironic part is that I can't sing and I can't play any instruments, but I am so inspired by people who can, and can really appreciate the beauty of writing music, both lyrics and the actual instrumentals of music. I just know that there is like such inspiration that goes into creating albums, and I wanted to be able to share my passion in a way that I actually can, and that is through beauty. And so I am so excited to get this thing started. So my very first one is for my current obsession. I have not been able to listen to anything else except for 21 Pilots' Trench. I love it. I love it so hard. It is such an inspired album. There is so much that goes into it. And like, if you can get lost on Reddit for hours. Tyler Joseph is a poet, and he has such great messages about mental health, and that's what the entire album's about. It is written in the context of him being a character named Clancy, who is in another world in the city called Dima. And there are a few opinions about what Dima represents, but it's kind of like represents mental health and depression and anxiety. And anyway, the entire album shares a storyline of the journey of Clancy's to escape the bishops, and the banditos come and save him, and it's this whole story, and each story, or each song, tells a new part of that story, and it is seriously inspired. And it has moved me to tears on more than one occasion, I'm not gonna lie. And going to the Bandito tour was incredible, like seeing it all come together. And anyway, it's amazing. If you have not listened to it, then you need to. So I just felt really inspired to do a makeup look inspired by the album Trench. I'm so excited. I am so excited for this, you guys, and I really hope that you're as excited as I am. Okay, so I brought you in real close so that I can show you what I'm doing. The base color that I'm going to use on my eye is from the Naked Smoky palette, and it is called Combust. It's right here. And I'm just going to put it on my eyelids. No like exact science to that one, but just to give me like a base. And then I'm going to be using this Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette a lot for this. And I am going to get started with this bottom kind of green, army green shimmer color. And we're just gonna sweep it. I'm just sweeping it along these outer edges, and I just love like how vibrant this one is, because this look is going to be pretty moody, and so it will be fun to have like some pops of that kind of green color in there. And then this brush doesn't have anything on it, so I'm just going to use it to blend and keep everything nice and blended as we go. Now I'm going to take this MAC green, like army green color too, and just bring it in a little further. This one's a little less intense than the Morphe color. Okay, so now we are going to make this a lot more smoky, and I am going to come in with this really dark, it's like really dark army green color right here, and I'm going to take my Morphe brush. This is the M321, and I really like it for when you want like a lot of color in one spot, just like this. I'm actually going to take some setting powder and put it on this brush and just put it right here under my eyes, and that's going to keep getting a lot of that fallout of that color from going on the rest of my face. And then I'm gonna just bring it right at the base of my eyes, just barely. Then I'm gonna come with this brush that doesn't have anything on it, and just help it blend. Now I'm actually going to do the top section of my eyelids, and I am going to go with just a really light, like creamy color right up here. And because I want these to be really moody, I am going to come in with just a touch of black and put them right at the corners of both eyelids. And then again, coming in with that brush just to give it all a nice blend. Okay, now I'm going to focus on my lower lash line, and I am going to put just a little of this MAC color at the bottom. I don't want to go overboard with this one because I don't want it to look like I have a black eye. Now for the really fun part of the eyes, and that is going to be a little pop of yellow. So I'm going to take this NYX color. It is called Gilded. I'm going to put it right in the inner part of my eyelids. Do you like how professional I am? Inner part. I don't know. I can't remember what that's called, but you know, the inside part of your eyelids. And I'm just going to kind of stamp it on at the very center so that it is super saturated right there. And then I'm going to put some on, kind of tap it off a little, and then just sweep really lightly into the rest of the lid. It's so sick, right? So now I'm gonna do the same with the bottom lash line and just barely tap it in. So now I'm going to put just a little eyeliner with just some eyeshadow and my eyeliner brush, and I just got this a little bit wet, and then I will just dab it right in, and I'm only going to go as far as until I get to the yellow. I hope you guys are getting as excited as I am about this because I'm such a nerd. So now I'm going to just sweep this setting powder off of me, and we don't have that fallout. Now for my eyebrows, I wanted them to be pretty dark as well. I'm going to take my brow brush, and I'm actually going to be using this dagger color from the Naked Smoky palette. I get to go pick up my daughter from first grade right after this. What do you guys think the other parents are gonna think when they see me rolling in with charcoal gray eyebrows and crazy makeup? I'm gonna be either the coolest mom at the school pickup or the craziest mom at the school pickup, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. My daughter actually had a kid at her school who dressed up as Tyler Joseph from 21 Pilots for Halloween, and I saw him at the school pickup after school, and I said, oh my gosh, and he was dressed up like blurry face version, and I said, oh my gosh, I love your costume. Like, he looked just like him with a little beanie, and he had like the black on his neck and his hands, and like he just looked so cute. And he was probably in 4th or 5th grade, and he said, oh my gosh, you know who I am? And I said, yeah, of course. Do you have a Josh to your Tyler? And he was like, no, my friend bailed out on me. He was gonna be Josh and he bailed out on me, but I decided to still do this, but nobody knew who I was at school. There weren't very many kids that knew who I was, and none of the grown-ups knew who I was, but so it was cute to see his day made because I knew who he was. So now moving right on down, where I'm going to do cheekbones. Now hear me out here. We're gonna do something a little crazy. I'm going to take some painter's tape. I'm gonna come in with this dagger color again that I put on my eyebrows, and I'm gonna just make like a little downward motion. See, like, that's pretty intense right there. And then I'm gonna take this fluffier brush, and that it doesn't have anything on it, and just brush it down. Now you can see I've got like a very intense line there. I'm gonna soften it just a little bit. Okay, now I'm just dabbing this on here, and that kind of takes away the really like harsh line, but you can tell that it has like really hollowed out my cheeks. So now we're actually gonna skip past the lips. I'm gonna keep that till last, and I'm gonna do my neck. And in the music video, Clancy gets, one of the bishops comes up and touches his neck and puts black fingerprints on him, or I guess they're like finger marks on him, and so I'm going to recreate a similar look. I'm just dipping my fingers in this black color. And this is supposed to be kind of a play on blurry face a little bit, apparently. That's what the people at Reddit say. The people of Reddit say that it's supposed to be kind of a paying tribute to blurry face, but his neck's not completely black anymore. So if you've ever seen the album cover to Trench, then you have probably seen there's this little round symbol. It has all of these like spiderweb looking things that come out, and it's actually a map of Dima. And it just blows my mind that in Tyler Joseph's brain, he had this entire world that he created, that he based this entire album off of. And the fact that it has a map. He said that he knows like every square inch of this city, which is insane. It's insane. Anyway, so I am going to recreate, obviously it's not going to be to scale and perfect, but my version of the map of Dima on my lips. So I am going to put some yellow on my lips here. I think my very favorite song is Bandito. It's amazing. And I also think part of why I love it is because of the Spotify experience that they made, where you can explore Dima. If you have not done it, it's so freaking cool. That's the song that plays while you are having this like interactive music video experience, and it's pretty amazing. Now I'm going to put the map on my lips, and I'm going to use my Kat Von D ink liner, And I'm going to line my lips with it, and then I'm going to use it to draw my version of the map of Dima on there. And we shall see. So it all starts with this like deep line right there, and then they all branch off of this one line. Okay, I am obsessed. So now to finish the look, I'm just gonna put some false lashes on, but I'm not gonna do it on camera because I hate watching people put false lashes on. So I'm gonna go do that. Then I'll come back and show you the finished product. Here's my finished product. I love it so much. My real hope is that I was able to translate to all of you just how much I love this album, how much I appreciate that they let us enter the brain of Tyler Joseph and his city of Dima. I just believe so strongly in the message of this album, in that we all suffer with those insecurities and with depression or anxiety or whatever it is. And I love the message that he has shared through music. And not only is it an amazing album, like through lyrics, but the music is sick as heck. Give it a listen if you haven't already. And I am so thankful for all of you guys for tuning in. And I am really excited about all of the album cover makeup I have coming for you this year. And please leave a comment below if you have an album that you would like to see me translate into a makeup look as well. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Make sure to check out my blog at girllovesglam.com, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can see all of the makeup cover looks that are coming this year. Thanks, guys. Bye.